We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Browns defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Able to get away. Steps away to his left. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Moulton, he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Sanders now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They go play action here on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Off the play fake. Sanders. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Sanders. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Sanders. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here is 3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Sanders. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now Jackson on target to his man, Likely. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got a man, complete, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's out right at the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sanders. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. Back to throw. Sanders. A quick one here hauled in by Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he gets this to Thornton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now Jackson. Going deep for Walker. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Sanders on first down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyquan Thornton, 45 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down now, Moulton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Moulton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Moulton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sanders. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Flushed out right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Play action. Now Jackson.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Trap 60.
Now Sanders off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
18, Pioneer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.